Hey guys, I'm Stan Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. One little nugget that I was sitting here going over. We've had this video, this live stream out for a while. When Frontier and Johnny Watts and some of the board members, some of the higher ups, a lot of times they'll film the fiscal year management videos, presentations, if you will, where they go over, what their financial expectations are, blah, blah, blah. And then they take questions at the end of these live streams. And, we've had this video on here for a while, and, I would skim through it. A lot of people told me, like, start at 14 minutes. It's over an hour long, like an hour and a half. But some people were telling me, they tweeted me and said, dude, start at 14 minutes. And, it gets a little interesting. That's when they start talking about the next game, the next creative management sim game that's coming. So that's kind of where I started. And, I rolled along kind of here and there, off and on, over the last couple months, month or two. And, but tonight I kind of wanted to sit down. I even got a notepad out, blank notepad, got my pen, and I said, okay, I'm going to start at like 20 minutes because that's kind of, from 14 to 30-ish is where I listened a couple months ago. But this time I said, okay, I'm just going to start right here and I'm going to let it play and I'll take notes on anything that sounds interesting. And then I get to the 40-minute mark because, like I said, a lot of this I'd already listened. We kind of picked it apart and what he said. But one part that I missed at the 40-minute section when when a dude got on there, one of the investors asked him, he asked Johnny Watts, the CEO of Frontier, he said, as far as these games being greenlit, like when you decide that you're going to develop a game, how many people nowadays are a part of that process? Yeah, that's basically what he was asking. How many people have to give the okay before you decide to start to develop a game? And Johnny Watts said kind of a, normal answer at first, but he said there's about 35 people involved with the senior management team. So all of those 35 pretty much come to a consensus and they work on each other and they agree or not agree on whether to pursue the next title. So whatever their game that's getting ready to come out probably in 2024, that had to be greenlit by 35 people. But the little nugget that I never caught over the last couple months, and I think this could have very big implications for Planet Universe, any of the Planet games that are coming out, was, remember, with the Planet games, there was never really a big outside agency presence, meaning, of course, with Jurassic World Evolution 2, they worked with Universal Creative. There were other entities that had stake in that game, other things that had to be. It wasn't just Frontier to make a dinosaur game. They worked hand in hand. I'm sure in a lot of cases got approval for what could be put into the game. What did Universal Creative, what ideas did they like? What didn't they like? What ideas that Universal Creative personally wanted to see in the game? So, they gave Frontier different ideas to put in the game. And then Johnny Watts says it. He almost didn't say it, and I'll roll the clip here in just a second, but he said, after he said the 35 people with the SMT team gave it the go-ahead, there was also an outside agency that essentially gave approval for this game, whatever it is that's coming. So I don't know if he means I don't know in the sense of what does he mean by outside agency? Does he mean they're actually working with an outside IP, i.e., Universal, Disney, whatever? Or does he just mean that in the sense of possibly Tencent, just one of the big Frontier backers, like one of the bigger Frontier like shareholders. Is that what he meant? Like, of course, the 35 of us that are on the team had to give the go ahead, and we were all in agreement, but we also had to take it to outside agency. I don't think that doesn't seem to me like Tencent or one of the shareholders. The way he worded that was, there's somebody else that has stake in this game that also we had to do approving from. So I don't know how much to read into this little section, but like I said, I was sitting here, I was doing my homework, I was taking my notes. We get right there to 40 minutes, and I was like, huh, you had to get approval from outside agency? As in outside intellectual property that you're designing in this game for? So that just, this might be a nothing burger, but it was something that I felt like we could take 6 or 7 minutes, create a video for, and just let you all kind of form your opinion on this. And then, of course, let me know in the comment section down below. But I'll go ahead and end the video with that little minute or so back and forth with that shareholder, and I'll jump off here, and I'm just going to continue listening and seeing. They have a whole huge list of people that apparently want to ask questions, shareholders that want to ask questions. So I'm going to go down through here and just listen, take notes, and if anything else comes up, I'll get us another video ready. But just wanted to point this out that I just heard this a few minutes ago. Watching this back. So anyways, I'm S.Dan Wolf. As always, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. Let me know down below what you think this is, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you.
On what was question 2 again? Sorry, I didn't.
Just could you give us some color on who's part of the greenlighting team, how big it is, sort of how you think about that?
So the greenlighting team, yeah, it's a very good question. It's basically the whole of our SMT, but there's a cascade through it. So, you know, when we did the just about to say the name of the game then, goodness me. When we did the CMS game, which is due for financial year 25, there was about 35 people in that process. What I would say as well is it's not just internal. We are cooperating this with external agencies as well. I can't emphasize how important it is to get that selection right. So it's something which has been a big sea change in this reset and refocus.
Number 2.